Hi, my name's Eddie Mitchell. Welcome to South Carolina Magic, or the magic of South Carolina, whichever you prefer. I've lived in this state for about 7 or 8 years now, and it's a fantastic place. And I always feel that it's run down by people, probably because they don't understand what's here, and they look at it, I don't know, in a negative way. But South Carolina has been good for me, and I really love it, and I can't say enough about it. I personally live in Goose Creek at the moment, and been here for 7 or 8 years, and it's just a great place. Goose Creek, uh, it's a anomaly really because it it's somewhere completely different. I don't think there's anywhere in the world like Goose Creek. So, anyway, that's my briefly my story. But from one of the things I want to get across to you is I've done this show in three parts, really. The first part is talking about my books. I've actually published two books, but I've got about another 20 waiting to be published. And I'd like to tell you about those over the coming weeks and get you interested in them. A lot of history, a lot of stuff on South Carolina, rivers and the islands, and just everything that you could wish to learn about South Carolina. And a lot of people who've lived here for years don't understand the state, don't understand what's here and what it has to offer. And it's first class. It really is first class. So I'll come back to that in a bit. So we're going to look at the books as the number one priority. The second part of the my story is the Special Ones Club. Now, the Special Ones are mainly children who have physical disabilities and mental disabilities. I love these people. I just will do anything for them and have done over the years. Um, and one of my favourite things is taking them to sporting events. Um, and I've done that very, very successfully in Dallas and in North Carolina and here. So believe me, these kids have a great time, whether it's going to a wrestling match or whether it's baseball or soccer or whatever it is, um, they'll enjoy it. Now, I used to do the whole 9 yards for them. I'd put on a bus, I'd take them myself, um, and take them to the sporting event and go in with them and enjoy the event. I can't do that now. Um, I'm very limited in what I can do, but I can still arrange it. And I have contacts with all these organisations, all the professional organisations, and quite easily can set up small groups. I'm talking about 4 or 6 people to take to an event. Um, Now, you'd have to get yourself there in terms of the organisation. I'm sure the Salvation Army or NAMI or whoever it is can put on some transport for you. And then when you get there, I'll have someone there with tickets. We'll show you to your seats. We'll give you refreshments, and you can enjoy the sports events. The cost, nothing. Absolutely nothing. I want as many people as possible to enjoy sport, and I hope you will.
Mhm.
Sorry.
You want me to pause it?
Yeah. The third part of my enterprise is peace. I really, really, really look forward to bringing peace to people. It annoys me when I see all these things happening, the shootings, the stabbings, all the things that go on, and I want to bring peace to them. John Lennon, who I'm sure you remember with Oklahoma, was a big peace person, and I'm so solidly with him. And one of the things I'm trying to do, and when my story comes out um, uh, with Michael and Paco, Mimi as she's known, um, then you will understand what I'm trying to do. Um, they're going to be ambassadors for me, and I hopefully will get a message across to people. Now, the whole idea of this program, when I get it up and started, is people help people. If you have a neighbor who needs some help, get a bit of shopping, change the tire on the car, whatever it happens to be, then I want you to be part of what I'm doing. I want you to bring peace to South Carolina and all over the world. Um, we cannot have enough. When we've got people in power that all they want to do is fight and rampage, and I don't know. One of the things you will find, there is no politics in what I'm talking about. None. I won't talk about politics. I don't want to know about politics. Um, and we, the people, have a chance to get ahead and do what we need to do. And I will support anyone, and I'll let you know as time goes on where we are with this program. Um, the idea is that you get out, help your fellow person in whatever way you can. And I'm, believe me, I've gone through my life trying to do this. It hasn't always worked out, um, but I try to help people, and I want to help people. Um, whether you're in a jail and you need some help, or wherever it is, if you're just a single parent, or if you're parents who have problems with the kids, whatever it is, I'll be pleased to help. You can always contact me at londonman11 at AOL.com. That's Londonman, LONDONMAN 11 at AOL.com. And if you email me, please give me a day or so, because I know I'm going to be flooded with emails. But I'll be more than happy to help in whatever situation you have. I want this to be peace for everyone. And whatever it is that, that you need, then please let me know. I'll be more than happy to do some things. Now, if you want to be critical of me, be critical, but I'm not going to answer you. Um, so, uh, I don't know what else I can say on this particular subject, but I hope that as the program goes on every week, that you get a better understanding of me, get a better understanding of what we're trying to do. So we've got books, we've got a club for people who need help, and thirdly, we have peace. And I don't know what else I can say on this remark, but let's take a quick break, and I'll be back with you in 1 minute. Okay, welcome back. Eddie Mitchell here, your host, and I hope you're enjoying the show. I understand we're going out all over the world, so that's pretty good because I've got friends all over the place in Australia, in Europe, in South America, and I love you all. I really do. I got to mention at this stage, my friend in Australia, Jerry O'Kane, he's from Portrush, Northern Ireland. He was, and he died on the 1st of January this year. And Jerry was my closest friend, male friend. He was just incredible, and I can't say enough about him. We raced bikes together, we laughed together, yeah, we even got drunk together. Um, and he was just a wonderful person. And his wife, Susie, we still keep in touch, though it's not that long, it's 9 months since he passed. Um, the other person I'd like to mention is Barry Hoban. Um, Barry was a great bike rider. He rode in the Tour de France. He had huge number of wins in that. I think it was like 19. And uh, he married Helen Simpson, the ex-wife of Tom Simpson, and Helen is a lovely. Oh, stop that again. Is a lovely lady, and I know she's going to miss Barry, who died in I think it was April. I think it was the April the 17th. But anyway, those two men I mentioned are great guys, and I can't wait to meet them again somewhere, sometime. Okay, um, let's get back to the books. The first one, Around the Globe in 82 plus years, and it's my life story. Um, sort of. I haven't included absolutely everything, but it's an interesting read, so I understand. People given me great feedback on it, and I'm so delighted that it's out there. Um, the other book, which has just been published, is the Pirate book. Now, I love pirates. I grew up loving pirates. Um, Captain Kidd and Blackbeard and all of them were friends of mine as a kid, and I really loved them. And if you want a good read on pirates, and you get the latest on them, of course, the Carolinas are famous for pirates. Um, there was so many. There was even the lady pirate. Um, there was so many. I can't mention them all on here, but if you get the book, you'll go through and see who's who. And look at North and South Carolina, big pirate area, big pirate area, and a lot of fun. I know they were blackguards, as you might say, but they were interesting people, and they didn't do all bad. They didn't really. So I really love the pirate world, and I hope that you do too if you read the book. Now, other books I've got coming up, um, one of them is a really interesting one because I've focused on Goose Creek. I focused on Mimi and Paco, my cat, and they tell the story of a number of things, from a soccer game to a cricket match to a fishing to a golf tournament. All these things will come into play. So I hope that you get the chance. It's not even with the publisher at the moment, but it will be. There are, I think, 10 books in this series. Um, not long reads, and hopefully you'll be really enjoy them. Now, some other books I've got in hand, um, Rivers and Islands um, of North Carolina. I love this state. I really love it. It's got so much to offer, and the islands here are just beautiful. Some are private, some are well open to the public, and so if you get a chance to read the book when it's out, you'll be able to go along the routes and see where I've travelled and who I've seen and what I've done. It's really fascinating. The rivers, of course, the same. Um, there's any number of them, and some of them quite lengthy. Um, so whenever you've got the opportunity and do read the book, um, another book that I've written that will be out very soon is a cycle racing one. Um, the story um, of my friends and who come over from England and race in Carolina and have a number of exploits. So that you've got to look forward to. Um, and I hope some of the others I've got, the Olympics since 1948, fascinating, absolutely fascinating. Um, one of the other things that I'm desperately interested in is Scotland and Ireland. Um, and I've got some books written on both places. My mother, Helen McCann, as she was called, Helen Mitchell, um, was from Ballymena, Northern Ireland. And my friend, who I mentioned earlier, Jerry O'Kane, was from Portrush, which is also the hometown of Rory McIlroy, the golfer. So there's a lot of ties in there. Anyway, these books, and there's a bunch others, believe me, um, do have the opportunity when it comes. I'll advertise them on the show, and hopefully you'll purchase them and enjoy them. And they're informational. That's what I want to tell people about South Carolina and also the rest of the world. So stay in touch on the books and we'll come back to you. I'm going to take a break now. Well, welcome back. Um, I hope you've enjoyed the show so far. One of the things I meant to do really was tell you a little bit about me. Um, and because you're wondering who's this guy sitting in front of me and what has he done? And I've done a lot, I think. Um, Primarily, I was a soccer player, a pro soccer player, both in the UK and here. Played for Atlanta. Sorry. Close the door. Okay. Where can we start again?
You can start. It's hard
Uh, right. Okay. Played for Atlanta indoor, and I also was a cycle racer. Uh, on the international basis, I raced over Europe quite a few times, had a few wins, um, and won the sprint at Herne Hill in the 60s. um, and took home a huge trophy. It was bigger than me, um, and I was so proud of that trophy. Um, apart from that, I've won some running races, 5Ks, and cross country. I actually won a tennis match once. I've only ever played once in my life, and I beat a guy called Bob Fitt. If you're around still, Bob, I don't know, but I thrashed you, and it gave me a great deal of pleasure. That was in Jersey, in the Channel Islands, when we played. I did a lot of other sports. Played darts, was pretty good. My father was a very good darts player, and uh, billiards. I was a pretty good billiard player. Um, golf. I played off a scratch handicap, which I got at Royal St George's in Scotland, um, and I had a great round. I think it was a 71. It was during the British Open there, and I was playing with various players, and I just happened to have a very good round. So I've had dabbled at a lot of sports. Played rugby, basketball. I wasn't very good at. Wasn't tall enough, I'm afraid. Well, he didn't have to be that tall, but I wasn't any good. Um, and I just love sport, and my whole life has been dictated to sport. I was fortunate enough. Um, I got the job of looking after the Arsenal Football Club team um, when they were in Europe. We lost in the final, I think, if I remember rightly, in Brussels. But it was a good opportunity, and I really loved it. And it, that opened some doors for me. I love the soccer world. I've made a lot of friends in it, a lot of names that you would know, um, and just great people. Love that world. And then, as time went on, I went to college, by the way, Southeast London, um, and I was cross country champion there, um, captain of the cricket team, captain of the soccer team. Um, just did a lot of good stuff. And now, at 83, I'm remembering this stuff, and I'm trying to get across to people that you also can do these things. There's nothing to stop you. And I want you to get up and get out and do some things. And if you need any help on training or information, please contact me. LondonMan11 at AOL.com. LondonMan11 at AOL.com. And I'll be more than happy uh, to give you some schedules or training habits or whatever it happens to be that you need. Be more than happy, especially if you're a young person. I feel young people need every piece of help they can get. There's enough problems in this world these days, and plenty of problems. And it angers me when I see people who are basically are good go down the wrong path. And I don't want to see that. I want to help. And if you have a teenager uh, or anybody that needs some help, I'll be more than happy to. Um, just contact me, and I'll be pleased to put my thinking cap on and come up with some ideas for you. I don't think I don't know everything by a long way, but I do know the way to live a good life. And that I try to do all the time. I always have since I was a young man. And now I'm an old man, and I still try to get my message across to help people, veterans. I love to help the veterans. My mum, bless her heart, she used to tell me about when she used to go to the stations in London with food packages for the people coming in from overseas during the war. And she was such a good lady, unbelievable lady. So I know where I get that from. My father, hard worker, great, great man. Um, used to race bikes with me, um, and he did his best to keep up. Can only take my hat off to him because it was tough sometimes. I remember we were in Paris. We rode in a gentleman's race, as they called them there. Two people racing against the clock. Uh, I think it was over probably 50 kilometers or something. And he crashed after we'd only just started. But he picked himself up. He had a bad crash on his leg, and we carried on. And I think there were 180 people in the race, and we finished 80th, which, considering the poor guy was limped home, it wasn't too bad. So a lot of good experience over the years. I hope to get that across to people. Whatever I can do to help you, I'd be more than happy. And as long as I can breathe and do some things, I will do that for you. Believe me. Um, Now, one of the things that I'm really interested in is South Carolina, the magic of. Um, and outside of that, outside of USA, um, I'll be honest with you, if I was a young guy, I wouldn't be living here today because of, the politics. But I love this country, and I love all that it stands for and what it's been through. I think it's a tremendous country, and I can't say enough about it as far as I'm concerned. It's been really, really, really good for me. And I met my lady, um, Michael, here, Miss Michael, and she's as American as they come. So I just hang in with things, although I'm not agreeing with a lot of stuff that goes on. Hey, I'm going to try and make it better. All right, I'm going to take a break now, and I'll be back with you in a few moments. Thank you. Hi, welcome back. Eddie Mitchell here, your host and friend, I hope. Uh, this is such a good experience for me and everybody I know. Um, I just love broadcasting. I've done radio for years and years and years, and took a hiatus off it for a while. And this is the first time I've done some stuff for probably a couple of years, but I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it, and I hope that we can continue this relationship. And no matter where you are, in Australia, New Guinea, Mongolia, I don't care. I just want to hear from you and can help you if necessary. Um, One of the things I've thought about doing, and I haven't done anything about it, is I've got about 200 or 300 bike riders who've contacted me over the years, and I wanted to form a worldwide club for them, um, and help them.